young artists, if you enjoy Draw and Paint with Your Regret on YouTube and you would like to show your support, you can find Cash App and Venmo information below. This channel is free to watch and learn from. If you like any of my art products, please go to mpbimage.com to purchase. If you purchase, make sure you leave a comment so my product maker know that you've purchased from the YouTube link. Hey young artists, so I am back with another video. So if you are watching this series, you know that on my last video I messed up my painting with masking fluid. I realized that this paper does not take masking tape or masking fluid. So I decided to do a voiceover. I'm talking about the paint of mixing for glazing. So I am using yellow ochre and carmine. I mixed them together. I made sure that I have very transparent paint. So if you're looking at my paint and you're like, oh my god, I could barely see it, that's the point of the whole glazing process. So this video is for the remake of the mistake that I made in the last video. At the end of that video, I was supposed to get to the glazing process. So right now I'm doing a glazing process where I have very transparent paint that is a similar paint to his skin tone. So it's the mixture is more of his actual skin tone and not any darker colored values or lighter colored values, to the best of my ability. I definitely do know that when it comes to doing glazes, typically you want to make sure that you are using something to resist your highlights, because you don't want to paint over your highlights. Watercolor painting, you want to paint from light to dark. So, and typically in watercolor painting, there's no white. Your white is the paper, so you have to preserve that. So if you're paying attention to my painting, I'm painting around my highlights so I can maintain the glazing. Because this paper is very sensitive, this is the only problem solve I can use when it comes to this paper. It's just doing my best to be very particular as to where I'm putting down my glaze strokes at. So I do 2 layers of glazing, and you want to make sure you're keeping those first few layers of watercolors very thin, very transparent, very tea-like consistency, because you still got to build up your values in your colors in your light mask and your values in your colors in your dark mask. And that's what's important. Like, you want to have room to start building and building and building. So I wanted to pop in and I wanted to do a remake of the end of the last video. I did say in that video that, hey, I made a mistake and I'm gonna have to redo everything all over again. So I redid everything all over again so I can get to this glazing state for my student, because he's already at this level of his painting. So I just want to make sure he has reference that he can use, or any other artist that may be following along with the series, they have a reference for glazing that they can actually use as well. So whatever you do, don't be afraid of masking fluid and or masking tape. Just make sure that your paper can withstand masking fluid and masking tape, meaning that once you peel it up or peel up the tape, it's not bringing a paper with you. So I would suggest test it ahead of time, especially if you're using paper you've never used before. So I'm using paper that I've never used before, so that's one of the reasons why I run into some issues. So you live, you learn. That's what's important. You gotta live and learn. So you guys, as you can see right now, I'm getting in my second layer. So you can see now that I'm glazing a second layer, you can see more of that very transparent kind of orangey, reddish orange kind of skin tone. And I'm gonna do my best to make sure I insert the photo so you guys can see what I'm seeing and really what I'm looking for when it comes to that lighter value. So I'm painting in my value 2 and my value 3, and that's also color. So my lighter color of this reddish orange, and then also a little bit more of a darker, not a darker mid-tone, but it's like right after your value 2, which is still, it's more of a, it's a mid-tone. That's what it is. Alright, so you guys, hopefully this helps, and also this voiceover hopefully it helps with kind of understanding what I am doing when it comes to the glazing method in watercolors. I will see you guys in the next video. There's still more steps to this process, but thank you for watching. If you are watching this video, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and support my channel. Other than that, you guys, great painting. I love you young artists. You can continue to do it. You guys are amazing.